Yes, and now it is time for our Weekend Trend segment. Hollywood is looking a lot like Splitsville lately, and joining us is Baruch Shemtov from Young Hollywood to explain what's going on. Why is everyone breaking up?
Well, it's very sad, but there's clearly something in the air. You mentioned Splitsville, and I hate to say it, but it looks like Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey are heading right for Splitsville.
Can I just say, this doesn't surprise me on any level whatsoever?
No, me neither.
What surprises me, though, is the way this has all happened. I would have thought that they would have had a more controlled approach to this. Supposedly, Nick blindsided Mariah when he revealed that there was trouble in paradise and that they were living separately. And then Mariah's rep said, you know what, Mariah is focused right now on her tour and her children. You're noticing one thing, right? No mention of Nick.
Right.
So I think that they're really going to have to focus on how they approach this, because this can get very messy very quickly.
And reportedly there's financial penalties. If he talks about it, he gets whacked financially. So he's been very quiet of it since then. And
there's a lot of money to be lost here. Mariah's worth hundreds of millions of dollars, reportedly.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of dough coming in, too. He's a busy guy. All right, let's talk about Tom Hanks. This was the one that took a lot of people by surprise.
Yes.
They've been together 26 years, and I believe that they'll be together another 26 years.
Okay.
Look, even if they did have a moment of separation, I think that they're showing us the best possible outcome of a separation, which is to fall back in love. They were just photographed enjoying themselves in Greece, and they don't seem like the type to fake it for the paparazzi, so I think they'll stay together.
But doesn't a brief separation in a marriage indicate that a longer, maybe more permanent separation might be down the pipe?
You never know. It indicates that they have something that they wanted to resolve. But I think when you have the foundation of friendship, it wasn't just physical attraction. There was a real foundation of friendship here. I think they're going to be in it for the long run.
Well, let's just say they probably have a better chance than Mariah and Nick at surviving.
And Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Yes,
I'm supportive of them.
This story will not go away. We've been talking about this for months. And of course, the rumors are swirling again as we approach the VMAs, where Beyonce will be the star. Now, here's what's interesting. We've been taking a look at where everybody is being seated. And there's a Beyonce place card, but there's no Jay-Z place card. If he doesn't show up to this, you know, she really is the star of that evening. If he doesn't show up, that's a big statement. But I think something else will happen. I think he's going to make a surprise appearance and reaffirm his love for Beyonce. And I think it's all going to be happily ever after.
I think we can expect a stunt from these two. They seem like they're willing to get out in the public eye.
It just seems like a big public show at this point.
Exactly.
And throughout their tour, they've always been making hints at the relationship and the ups and downs. I think they're going to do it once again and have a big, you know, the executive producer of the VMAs said her performance will be, quote, gargantuan. Them making a surprise get-together would be gargantuan.
All right, speaking of gargantuan, let's wrap it up. Nicki Minaj, the Anaconda video. How did we live before this thing came out?
Well, here's the other thing to keep an eye on at the VMAs, the dynamic between Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus. So Nicki Minaj's incredible, outrageous video for Anaconda just broke the record that Miley Cyrus's video for Wrecking Ball had previously held for most views in one day on Vivo.
That makes sense. That's no surprise there.
But there's some beef between these two performers, because this comes after Miley spoofed the cover art for Anaconda. And Nicki was not too amused. She did not think that, you know, imitation was the sincerest form of flattery here. And get this, the VMAs have reportedly seated these two women 1 seat apart. So they're stirring the pot here.
Of course. I have to say that video is outrageous, but I actually like the art direction.
Don't show it to your children.
There was vision there.
I'm using that answer from now on.
There we go. There we go.
All right. Thank you for giving me that line. I like that. I like the art direction in that.
There you go. You're welcome. Well, thank you so much, Baruch.
Love being here. Thanks for having me.